Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at holsters again. If you would have seen other videos, I do care about holsters, see a lot of videos on them. We're going to take a look at holsters, but a specific brand. Now this one's just for a specific brand and a specific holster. These are the G-Code Incog holster, made in partnership with G-Code and Travis Haley Strategic Partners. This is a holster that's been out for many years. In fact, some of the reviews I've seen out there are 3, 4, 5 years ago, back when these holsters came out. And I still think that with the whole world of holsters that are out there, you know, we have Tier 1 that came out since. We have We the People that came out since. Companies like Safariland have gone into making concealed carry holsters instead of just duty holsters. I mean, there's everybody in there, and their mom seems to be making some type of Codex holster. You can make them at home now. Even with all the world of holsters out there, I still think the Incog holster is relevant for today. I did order another one, and so one day we'll get that on the video as well, on the channel as well through a video. But so let's take a look at the Incog holster. Now, I've personally been carrying the Incog holster for probably 7 years. I don't know if that's correct. I'd have to sit down and calculate it out, but it's been a long time. And it was this holster here I bought for a Glock 19 back in the day. And so we'll go with that. Then these other two I've also bought for specific guns, but haven't carried. I mean, I literally have carried this one little to none, and I've carried that one some, and you can kind of see on the wear pattern. But this one has seen a lot. So let's talk. What I'll do is I'll kind of show them individually, and then we'll talk about the one that's been on the table the longest. So the Incog holster fits, of course, the specific model. This style of Incog holster, where there's no light, is a slide mount or whatever you want to call it, because it's open in the back, so you can carry different versions that are longer or shorter, as long as the trigger guard fits in there. So this one is for a railed 1911, for my Springfield operator 1911. That's what I bought it for. So that is for this. Fits great in there, and of course I carry appendix carry now. This one also, though, you could have carried behind the back. You can adjust it, and I did originally with my first one. You can adjust these any different angles. I always bought the 4 holes. You can have the 3 hole or the 4 hole clips. And so you put them in there, and you're able to adjust this and then cant it however you may want to do that. Now, this particular piece in there, I think that's the original one, or like the original one. It doesn't look like it's got this extra screw holes, but the next, this one does for sure, and that one might too, but there's different screw adjustments, so it really has an infinite amount of ways that you can carry this firearm in this holster. One thing that I found a little bit different is the cuts. So as you can see, when you go to draw this, you get a good purchase on that firearm. You have the ability to push off from that holster, just like so, right? It also allows you to carry cocked and locked with this one because it's meant for this gun, right? But you have a good purchase on that, and you're able to kind of push off if need be. And so that's what I really like about this one. Even this one for the M&P, this is a first gen M&P, has that ability, a real nice tactile grip or securement. When you go to grab this, you have that ability to push off when you draw. Makes it a great draw. What I like about these, like I mentioned before, is that if you get, this one was actually made for a longer M&P. You could have the longer version. You could run the normal length, duty size, or you can run a compact. So here's the compact in there. Again, nice retention, barely fits in there, nice, but you still get that same ability to purchase and draw and be able to carry, you know, the family of guns or of that model in one specific holster. Now, what would have been better is if I would have went with the shorter one, just like I did with the 19, and then you could carry any of the sizes, and big deal if you got a little bit barrel sticking out. With this one, if you wanted to carry this, now you have a lot of gun kind of hidden and a lot of holster out. Now, of course, this will allow you to kind of sink in a little bit further because this is further down. But I just feel like if I were to do it over again, I would have bought at least the mid-size or the compact size holster and carry the whole family of guns. So there's that one for the M&P. Oh, and the other thing is, it's kind of neat. So this is the multicam. They don't charge extra for the multicam. At least they haven't. And so all of the companies are charging $20, $40 extra for using the multicam. They don't. Also, this is a injection molded holster. This is like they call it like tactical fuzz. It's a material that's embedded that kind of keeps the plastic off your body, and I feel like I sweat less. Now, to each his own, but it also gives a holster a decent appearance. And it really has a good feeling to it, kind of like the Safariland Cordura material that they put on there. It has a lot similar feeling to that. So we'll take these off the table. Again, this one's been used a little bit more. You can see how it's kind of looks more softer and than the multicam one, and it very well it did soften up quite a bit. And it could be the multicam pattern might not be as soft. So when this holster comes, at least the generation that I got, now this one again is many years old, came with 2 clips. This holster gives the ability to add on a sidecar or a magazine pouch that would sit right here. And so it'd be right next to you. Again, if you appendix carry, it'd be all right there. I don't believe I ordered one with it. If I would have, it would have been for probably the 1911. I don't know where it's at. It comes with 2 clips to carry on your belt, and you can adjust it up and down. I carry it with only 1. So again, that's what's nice about this holster. It gives you the ability to carry how you want. They also have different things now. Since this came out, they've added the claw. It's another chunk of aluminum that they send out. I can't remember. It's like 20 or 40 bucks. And you can do the same thing that modern holsters are doing. I feel like with the angle of this clip here, it really sends it into your body the way it is. But you can do that. You can do a side, claw on it. Or you can change this type of mojo, they call it. Like they have like a super mojo, which kind of comes out and puts the clip on top of the holster body itself. I personally don't like that. And that's why I went with just running it this way, the way that it is. So again, with this model, you're able to carry it just like so. And I don't have my full size with me available, but you're able to run a full size or threaded or whatever you want on this particular model holster, because it does not matter. It has like the slide or pass through option. And then you're able to adjust the height of depth of you carry. This one, again, almost carried exclusively for many years. For a while, it is still my concealed carry option now. And I love the ability to withstand many years of use. The pricing has only gone up from this one to current models by like 10 or 15 bucks, not astronomical over the years. Because again, this one, like I said, I think I ordered that one 2015 maybe. And so it's been a while. 7 or 8 years I've carried that holster. And knowing that over the years that the pricing has still stayed pretty much the same. I've ordered a shadow eclipse, I think, for this with a light and for an optic. And so we'll get that on the channel here shortly too. But again, these are G-Code holsters, the Incog, G-Code Incog. It's a mouthful there. Made in partnership with Haley Strategic Partnership, or Partners. Just kind of giving you a heads up on this holster. Now remember, a holster is important, the belt's important, training is important. You got to be able to draw your weapon from the holster, making sure that you're able to use the gun. Make sure that your gun's always there, the same place, all the time with a good belt. And make sure you get the training you need to use your firearm if, God forbid, you ever have to in a protection situation. Hey, stay connected, stay informed. See you on the next video.